Hello and thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel, Pickleball Pick Apart. My name is Rory. I take pickleball games off of YouTube and I pick apart the play on the court. Watching my videos will help make you a better pickleball player. In this video, a game between a team made up of 3.0 players and a team made up of 3.5 players. At least that's according to the title of the video. So what's the difference between the two teams? Well, there is a difference between the two teams. One team is better than the other, but they both make very common beginner mistakes, and I'm going to show you what those beginner mistakes are. And after having watched the video, I really have to think if the title of the video is accurate. I really think one of the teams is 2.5 instead of 3.0, and the other team is 3.0 instead of 3.5. I'd really like to know what you think about the level of play, so please leave a comment in the comment section below. And a special thanks to Chen Pickleball for posting this video. Let's go. Here are the players. In the near court, the team in black is the 3.0 team. The team in the forecourt in gray is the 3.5 team. Here's the first serve. It's a nice deep serve. All right, so there's a mistake that 3.0 players make. They do not have the touch to effectively hit a third shot drop, and he hit that one right into the middle of the net. Okay, so they're not really sure where to be positioned on the court, so that's another mistake that new players make. Okay, so let me just stop it here, and you can see how shallow this return is. It is barely over the non-volley zone line or the kitchen line. This is going to allow this player to move up and drive this ball, and the player who returned it is going to be stuck either at the back of the court or the transition area of the court. So this player in gray should hit it right to the player that is moving forward. Or he can do that and body bag his opponent. The return was just nowhere deep enough. Let's see if his partner can do a better job and get this return further into the court. Nope, same thing, almost the exact same position. Again, the same scenario. The player in gray should hit this at the player who is moving forward's feet. And that is just a very, very poor decision by the player in gray. He hit it to the player that was already established at the non-volley zone. He should not have done that. Even though the player could not get that ball back over the net, that was not a good play by the player in gray. He hit it to the wrong person. All right, get your serve deeper into the court. Nope, barely over the kitchen line again. Same scenario. And he attempted to hit it. Well, he was going to smash that guy again and body bag him, but the ball hit the net and it actually bounced into the court. So either way, the team in black is going to lose those points because their serves are not deep enough. The player that is established at the non-volley zone is either going to get body bagged, or the player moving forward is going to be caught in the transition zone. And that ball was hit out of the court. It looked to me like it was in, but he called it out. Let's see if he can get the return deeper. That's a little bit better. Still, he did not move quick enough to the non-volley zone. And look how he's having to hit this ball. Oh, it actually went into the court. And the guy who's supposedly 3.5 cannot get it back. Okay, look at this again. 3.0 player, no concept of a successful third shot. And what does he do? He puts it right in this player's put-away zone. So he actually has a couple of options here. He can hit it between the players or at either one of them's feet. Yeah, exactly. No chance. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he's going to try a lob. Are you kidding me? That is just a telltale sign of a beginner player. A player who cannot hit a third shot drive, a player who cannot hit a third shot drop. So they resort to hitting a third shot lob. And look what was so bad about that. This is just a mistake by two players here. It's a very good serve to start with. So this is all he can do with the return. I mean, the return, I think, lands into the kitchen, and the player is not even on the court. So what does the player in gray do? He decides to try to put the ball past the guy that is already at the non-volley zone instead of hitting it to the player who is out of the court. And that's just a huge mistake by the guy in gray. You've got to be aware of where your players are positioned on the court, or in that case, off the court, because the player who returned it was barely on the court. He should have hit it at his feet and kept him back. Just very poor court awareness by the player in gray. These returns are just pitiful. I mean, I don't know of another thing to say about them. Almost every return has been barely over the kitchen line. And again, look what he does. He hits it to the wrong player. He just hits it in the air for the player in black to get the ball back and get back into the point where he should have hit the ball at the other player who was moving forward. And as you can see, he is in the transition zone. And he hits the ball out. I know the video says the players in gray are 3.5, but I can tell you because of their unawareness of where their opponents are positioned, they're not 3.5 players. All right, third shot, let's go. Again, these players in black are not 3.0 players. This is a perfect example of what play at the 2.5 level looks like, because the player, again, has no concept of what to do with a third shot. Out of the court. If he missed his third shot and he was able to get a fifth shot, he should have tried to reset that ball into the kitchen. And again, he does not have the ability to do that. Again, what happened right there is he did not hustle up and get to the non-volley zone and establish. He's still moving forward when the ball is hit to him. So in that instance, the player in gray noticed he was moving up and he did it correctly that time, whereas he did not hit it to the proper person previously. Maybe he is waking up to exactly what is going on here. But when you're playing like this, especially if you're playing someone you've never played against before, you have to understand very quickly what they are doing incorrectly. Some players have pickleball skill. Some players have the athleticism to play pickleball. And some players' athleticism is not all that great. Again, look at that return. That return is into the kitchen. Sometimes when you hit a return like that, it's so bad, it's good because your opponent cannot get to the ball in time. And he could not. He hit it out of the court. You really cannot anticipate such a shallow return. Wow. I mean, that was such an easy shot for the guy in the backcourt in gray. Look where his opponent is. He is stuck in the transition zone. He cannot move up. All he has to do is hit it at his feet, and he hits it out of the court. There's another serve hit out of the court. You know, it's really disappointing when you see someone post a video on YouTube and they claim to be 3.0 and 3.5 players, and the 3.0 team is not a 3.0 team, and the 3.5 team is not a 3.5 team. So I just want to point that out. Again, I've asked you to leave a comment in the comment section below as to what level you think these players are at. I'd really like to know. I mean, if you're a 3.5 player, as the players in gray claim to be, are you better than them? Look at that third shot, right in his put-away zone. Wow. Okay, let's see a deep return. Nope. Oh, look at this. He actually hit it deep. He tried to put some side spin on the ball, and he hit it right out of the court. So if you are a 2-5 player and you're trying to put side spin on the ball, you're going to make so many unforced errors by hitting the ball into the net or out of the court like this player just did. It's not going to be funny. So as a beginner player, lay off of the side spin. You cannot control it. Just no ability. Just hit the ball as hard as you can over the net and hope it falls into the court. There's that side spin again. That time he got it in. I hate when I go up for a lob to smash it and I miss it. Yeah, I'm out of the court. Strictly beginner play, 100%. Look, there's that spin again. And what does he do? He hits it out of the court. And the game is over. I mean, that was really quick. I could go back and try to see what the score was, but I'm not sure the players in the far court even scored a point. They may have been pickled. I do not know. But I really think the title of the video was mistitled. So there you have it. Very, very beginner play by both teams. I'm not sure if one team actually won a point by earning it. I think most of the points were scored due to unforced errors. In my opinion, the losing team is not a 3.0 team, and the winning team is certainly not a 3.5 team. I'd really like to know what you think, so please leave a comment in the comments section below. That's it from Pickleball Pick Apart. I really hope you learned something from watching this video, and if you did, I hope you take the time to like it, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video. This is Rory saying, as always, thanks for watching, and see you on the court.